Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Kavanaugh's Corner. Today on the channel I'm going to be talking about 3 movies that I picked up recently on the Criterion Collection's, I think it was like a 2-day flash sale. So I picked up 3 films and I had a $10 off certificate that they sent me because they screwed up one of the discs on Citizen Kane. So I ended up picking up 3 films. Ironically enough, I picked up 3 foreign language films, which is kind of a strange one for me. I don't say I constantly watch a lot of foreign films. I think I did a lot more when I was in school, when I was in college and stuff like that. But I got 3 films that I've never owned before. One of which I've never seen. But I'm going to talk about the 3 films that I picked up. Now, these are not reviews of these Blu-rays. I probably will review at least 1 or 2 of them on the channel here. But these are 3 films that, one of them, like I said, I've never seen, but I've heard a lot of things about. And the other 2 I have seen, and I do like them. I do enjoy them. I'm just going to kind of briefly go over each one and talk about, the discs itself, the special features, and some tech specs on each disc, and really the reason why I picked them up. So first and foremost is one of the more recent releases from Criterion here, and this is the Blu-ray of The Celebration, or Festen, as it's known in its native Danish language. This is a very interesting film. This is a film by Thomas Vinterberg, and this is a movie that I saw in college. I actually saw this in a film class in college, and then one other time after that, I think it was on IFC, but I watched it, I've only seen it twice, but I remember seeing this in college and being like, oh wow, like, they shot this movie on basically like videotape pretty much, and it was really interesting because it's a very fascinating story. It's an extremely simplistic story about a family, like a birthday party, like get together, and some pretty crazy revelations come about the family history and some secrets that have been hidden. And the movie is all handheld camera work, and this is the first film of the Dogma film movement from the 90s. And what's interesting about this set is it has a clear cover where the manifesto, the Dogma 95 manifesto, is seen here. And on the inside, they actually have the vow of chastity that all the directors had to take, that partook in this film movement from the 90s. And you can see Lars von Trier there and Thomas Vinterberg there. So you can see it's a really interesting booklet too. It has some photographs from the film and some articles and stuff on the inside. But what was interesting is, again, I've never seen this movie on Blu-ray anywhere. And it's a 2-disc set, as you can see here. And I like the minimalist design and everything. But it is a 2K digital restoration, which is kind of fascinating because, everything is 4K now. But, again, the original source material for this movie is not the highest quality. So they blew it up to 2K, and it was actually approved by the director. So I want to see, what this looks like. I'm kind of interested. This is probably one that I'm probably going to review here on the channel. And it does have a monaural soundtrack, an uncompressed mono track for the audio. There's a bunch of special features on here, some interviews, 2 early short films by the director here, an entire documentary about Dogma 95, documentaries featuring members of the cast and crew, a whole documentary profile of the cinematographer of the film, deleted scenes that have optional audio commentary by the director, trailer, all that stuff. So there's a lot of special features on here, but this was a movie that kind of fascinated me in college and really made me believe in the magic of filmmaking, and if these guys can do this, not even get like directing credit, it's kind of amazing. But yeah, it's a really fascinating film, and I've always enjoyed it, and I'm glad that it made it to Criterion here, and definitely looking forward to watching that. Now, the next film I picked up, this is a film. It's a Russian film, actually from the Soviet Union era, and this is a film that is just awash in controversy. I've talked to a lot of people that love and adore this film, and I've talked to a few people that absolutely hate this film. And I have never seen it, and I figured at half off it was worth it, and that is Stalker. And this is a very mysterious, kind of open to interpretation type of movie, and this is from 1979. And again, this is a really wild film. A lot of stuff happened while they were filming this movie. Again, there's a lot of YouTube videos out there about the things that happened while they made this film, and even the health effects of the cast and crew. The film basically had to be made twice. There's a lot of things about this movie, but it comes with a really nice packaging here. The artwork on this is really outstanding. It's just one disc, but the film is just a little shy of 3 hours. But again, it's another 2K digital restoration, uncompressed mono audio track, the original audio. Has an interview, a bunch of interviews with people from the crew, even the composer, and again, really interesting stuff. Really, the main pull of this is the actual film itself, and I am dying to see this movie. I've never seen it, and I've been told I'm in for a ride. And I also should mention that the celebration is Spine 1108, and this is Spine 888. And I wanted to pick it up because for the price, I said, you know what, I'm going for it. I've already got one foreign language film. Let's go for another. And this is all in Russian with English subtitles, just so you know. Next, last film for the video here is a movie that I saw also probably around the time when I was in college. And again, the director of this movie has made some really great films. And I've actually reviewed one of his other films on the channel here. And to this day, I think it is actually the longest film I've ever seen. And that movie was Until the End of the World. And this is another Wim Wenders film, The American Friend here, starring Dennis Hopper and Bruno Ganz, however you want to pronounce it. I apologize if I mispronounce the gentleman's name, but Dennis Hopper is a tour de force in this film. He is just wild in this movie. He plays such a great part. And again, this is Spine number 793. And again, this is a film that I had not seen in a while. I've only seen this film one time, but I remember a lot about it, and it's a very well-made film. Some pretty tense stuff in this movie. I love this movie. It's a great film, and this actually does have a 4K transfer. Now, all these are all standard Blu-rays. None of these films, sadly, are in 4K yet, but I really love this movie. Again, Wim Wenders he's a phenomenal director, but this one here is definitely I hold this movie in higher regards than I do Until the End of the World. And talking about Until the End of the World, very sad to hear the passing of William Hurt, who was a phenomenal actor and starred in that film. I really loved his work in Altered States, Broadcast News. Oh man, Michael, he was in so many phenomenal films and a lot of the Marvel films as well. and just a great actor. I've always enjoyed his work, and I was very sad to hear of his passing. So rest in peace to William Hurt. But again, this film by Wim Wenders, again, great. You get a 4K digital transfer, again, which was approved and supervised by the director. You have a new 5.1 DTS HD master audio track. It just awesome, and it's in English and French and German. So this is definitely a multi-language film, but it's a great film. This also has an audio commentary with the director and Dennis Hopper. There are new interviews with the director and also Bruno Ganz, or Gans, again, sorry about the mispronunciation there. There's also a bunch of deleted scenes that have optional commentary by the director, a trailer. And one other thing, too, that I like to say about certain foreign films is that Criterion really does do a really good job with subtitled films. And they actually did a new English translation for this, which I've heard is leaps and bounds better than older versions. So I'm looking forward to having a more accurate translation since I do not speak French or German. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. But that's really it for today for Kavanaugh's Corner. Again, 3 films, one of which I haven't seen. And again, if you came here from my TikTok account, again, thank you so much for that. If you haven't started following my TikTok account, I'll leave my username here so you can go follow me on there. I do little reviews on that account of movies that I may not have time to do here, or if there are movies and stuff that don't really warrant an in-depth review. I kind of save them for TikTok now because it's a format that seems to work better for that shorter time frame. So it's definitely an interesting thing. So definitely go follow me on TikTok. And again, if you like this video and you want to see more upcoming reviews of 4Ks and Blu-rays and current release movies and all that stuff, definitely make sure to subscribe to my channel below and hit that like button if you enjoyed what you see here. So thank you again so much for coming back to the channel. I just want to say thank you for everybody that's been subscribed to me for a while. I really appreciate you. And until next time, please stay safe and take it easy.